What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This little series here is me fitting an RS3 engine, running gear, you name it, into my Golf R. The thing is, I nearly bought an RS3. I was that close, but you know what it is? I spend a lot of time in RS3s. I like them, but it's just the engine for me. That's all it is. The rest of the car is an 8VS3. I'm not really into them. I really fancied that engine, but in a Golf R, and they don't make them, so the only way I could get around that was, well, I'm gonna have to make it myself. So here we are, RS3 engine into my Golf R. What are you doing? Right, shall we just get the nearest? Right, so we're just discussing on how we're gonna get the axle over there. I think we're just gonna lift it, brute force. But before I do that, why don't I just give you some information on the RS3 that I got for my Golf R conversion. So I bought a full 2018 Audi RS3, DAZA motor, DQ500, you name it, minus the shell. There's nothing dodgy. The shell just wasn't available. The car had already been rear-ended and it was started to be stripped. My pal Kev at RS, he was gonna get the car. He was gonna buy the conversion for himself. But then he decided he's went hybrid turbo and all the rest of it on his Golf R, which is mint. And then he mentioned it to me and I was like, oh, it's now or never. So yeah, we plunged in and boom, we bought the full car, expensive, minus the shell. And it's the only way to do it, in all honesty. So it just means that I'm going to have everything that I need for this conversion. Absolutely everything. You ready? Right, sound. I've just been padding here, by the way. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this in-depth view into fitting an RS3 motor in a Golf. And I think we'll just bash on now. We'll get this rear axle in the car. Come on, big boy.
Told you it'd be alright.
Oh, hey.
Safe working load, 3 ton.
Yes, aye. That table's only designed to allow 7-year-olds to eat the dinner, but
I say different.
RS3 rear ends on the back. Right, cool, let's do it. Huh? Stances you can make them. Can't say I'm too bothered about that anyways. Right, it's bolting on shiny part time, and for the roll bars, like I mentioned before, I've got the white line. I've got the full white line kit, and the good thing about the white line kit for the Golf R and the RS3 is that they share the rear bar, because the Mk7 bar doesn't fit over the RS3 diff, but white line have already made their bar deep enough for that. So I've got the full white line kit, front and rear, as well as the nice little Gucci drop links, front and rear as well, so adding to the package. Just getting you in an uncompromising position there, Carl. Right. Do you want me to hold this end?
Yeah, just guide it onto the... I just want to push.
Right, go on, you push.
Push.
Push. It's on here.
So,
can we hold this now?
yeah.
Right. So that is the heat shield and all the prop fitted. So we're going to move on to the next little annoyance, which is the difference between the RS3 and the Mk7 R. This is the RS3 engine mount bracket, and this here is a little bolt that goes onto the engine, and you need to have a service hole here so you can get to this bolt from the other side to be able to undo it. So we need to mark that on the chassis leg and then drill a hole here, and then we'll get rid of these studs as well. So we've already marked that up, so we'll get that off and then we'll get that hole drilled.
Look at that, it's like a factory cut.
Nice.
And you can still get that in there.
Definitely, you know, you'll not even know. Look, we covered. Boosh. Mint. Right, the next step of the puzzle is the front subframe, and I've got them laid out here just to show you, so I'll take you through that. So this is the front subframe of the Golf R, and it's a steel one, and this is the one off the RS3. That's an aluminium one. It comes on the club sports and stuff as well. It's much, much lighter. Yeah, so that'll be a nice weight saving. So I'm going to use the RS3 front subframe, but I'm going to put my rack on. I'm also going to put my arms on because I've already got Powerflex bushes on that. They were changed earlier in the year. So I'll build up the front subframe with my steering rack, my arms, and get that ready to go with my nice new anti-roll balls too. Right, I've just finalised a few bits in the engine bay now, so we're getting close to the engine being ready to go in. So I'll just show you a few little bits first. We drilled the chassis leg obviously for the service hole for the engine mount, and then got rid of these two studs here, and then I've just sort of stone chipped and then dressed it off with a little bit of red paint. Obviously the match is crap, but I mean VW made a really shit job of it, so to be fair, that's pretty superb I think. The last little hardware thing that I've done is I've got the aircon pipes in. So these are the aircon pipes off the DAZA engine, and they're just shaped slightly different, especially over here. It's more of an angle to allow like the bigger engine over here, but apart from that, that's all cool. The last little thing is to just replace the gearbox mount. I mean, see that one off the Golf is a bit wobbly anyway. This one's off the DAZA and it's solid, so it'll be good to change that anyway. Prop and everything's in, so we're set to go. So the next thing is we're eventually going to get this engine over and we'll get it bolted up in the bay, and hopefully when it goes in it doesn't need to come back out. It shouldn't do, because the rest of it's then just wiring, coolant pipes, which I've got everything off the RS3, so it should just go up mint. I've just put the RS3 coolers on there as well. Exciting stuff. Let's get this 5-pot motor in the engine bay. And there it is, the 53, oh, bloody noisy bastard. Yeah. There it is, 53,000 mile DAZA motor. It's been hiding at the back of the unit there for quite a while, but now it's out. It's looking good, and now we're going to get in the car. So Carl's just got the engine crane sorted. We'll get this in. This should just be a bolt-in affair. Should be. If you hadn't already noticed as well, I'm trying to do this right in the midst of running a pretty busy workshop, so I've got crap all over. RS3 stuff, Golf stuff, RS3 stuff, and RS3.
Love to know what it'd be like to get in to get to my toolbox.
Get your toolbox. I mean, Cal just wants to get these toolboxes. I've blocked all that down there with Mk7 Golf R bits. So, it's going to be good to get this engine in, because it means that all of the bulky stuff I can just get rid. And that's what I intend on doing. I'm not going to hang around with stuff. There's stuff that might be of value, like engines and gearboxes and stuff, and fair one, we'll do something with them. But the rest of it, it's just going to go, and Cal can have his workshop back.
ready?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Boom, instead of being round, you're normal. Are these all checked in for?
Yeah, I'm happy these 3 are tight. He's just done the gearbox side. I've checked them, so.
Right, so we just sign the job card off then, so we know who's at fault. Not gonna lie, like that was a little bit of a mission getting that in there. Obviously, yeah, the engine is for this kind of chassis, but that's a big old engine, that. The tolerances like left and right are just like minute, and I thought that the boost pipe on this side was going to be a little bit too close, but it's just the fact that the engine needed tilting and moving and get to the point where you can get to these bolts on the engine mount, and obviously the service hole that we'll put in the chassis leg was in perfect position, wasn't it, Carl?
Perfect.
Perfect. It's like smidge off, but it's all good. Now the engine's sat on its mount, which is pretty exciting stuff. I think the next thing is we're going to go underneath and we're going to get the subframe on that I put together previously, purely just to get it locked in, get the dog bone in, get the downpipe on, just get everything fixed, because then as soon as the engine's fixed in place, we can then do all the ancillary stuff. But it's looking pretty friggin' epic. It's awesome, isn't it? Awesome. Carl says he wants another one of these jobs as well, don't you? So
Yeah, I'll take another one.
He'll take another one. He takes lots of him though, so don't listen to anything he says. Right, let's get this car up. Let's get the underneath sorted.
Brake lines.
Oh, they're in the office. No, they're down there actually. I'm going to put them on now. We'll get it up, put them on, I'll get the subframe ready.
What made you go?
Well, I didn't go for that. I just went over and says, can you make us up some lines for the rear brakes? Because I thought they were a little bit rusty, and Jacket Rival thought it would be hilarious to do them in pink. So yeah, he's obviously seen us on YouTube already, hasn't he? So yeah, thanks very much for that, Jack. Appreciate it, mate. That's it. He'll take any of them, wouldn't he?
To be honest, yeah.
Take anything. Cheers, mate. Right, one of the bonuses of getting the bits off the car that I did was that it was already a stage 2 car, a very, very healthy stage 2 car. It had previously been MRC tuned, and the ECU was very, very locked. So much so that I couldn't get into it at all, boot mode. So I sent the ECU back down to MRC, and Doug very kindly unlocked it, put it back to stock for us, because I'm not bothered about their tune. I just wanted the ECU to work, because the reality is if I couldn't get that ECU to work, it would cost us another 500-600 quid for a replacement ECU. So yeah, very cool of that, so thanks very much, Doug. But yeah, the car was already stage 2, so it means that I've already got stuff like decent downpipes. This is a Miltech 4x3" downpipe for the RS3, and it should just bolt straight on, so it's going to go straight on the car now before we get the front subframe on. It should be pretty good, but nothing's happening until we've had a brew. Some amateur put the anti-roll bar on the wrong way, and I'm just going to put Carl's name into the hat.
Come on.
No, that's what you had said that.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one though. Can't leave that one well.
Sort of like his gearbox bolts gone then.
Yeah, but they were straight.
Right, the front subframe's in the car now, so the next thing I'm going to tackle is the exhaust, and I want to run my Mk7 R rear box because I like it. It's a Cobra system, it's well made, it's got valves, I want to keep the valves, it's got black tips so it looks pretty, so I'm going to keep that. but obviously I'm going to have an element of RS3 in there. So I've already got the RS3 downpipe in the tunnel, which you can see here. So that's already mounted up, secured onto the turbo, and then sticking out exactly where it needs to be, which will connect to this bit here. So this is Miltech back to here, and then from there it's the RS3 exhaust. So twin pipes into silencers into the main box. I've got the Cobra system laid on top just to make sure that the hangers are in exactly the same place, which they are. So it looks pretty good. Now my first thought was that I was going to end up using the RS3 system and then sort of chop it somewhere here, potentially even keep this flange because them hangers will be in the same place. I'm actually thinking now that I might just keep this box here, and then from here it wouldn't be that hard to just basically fabricate a pipe up to this flange. I've got my existing Cobra system here, so I've got this centre pipe anyway, so I might just get the Mk7 box on the car, offer up this pipe, and then just see how far away I am from that flange, because it might just be that them need a little bit together. But we'll see how it goes anyway. I'll get it on the car and I'll offer it up, and I'll see what's going to be the best thing, whether I keep the RS3 twin pipe system or whether I just go full on single pipe all the way back. Right, this is taking a leap of faith, but I've decided to carry on using the Miltech downpipe. I'm using the full Mk7 Golf R Cobra exhaust. And then I've just chopped it here and here, and I'm going to fit this bit here. This is a bit, it's actually from, chopped it out of a track slag exhaust, and it's mint because it's got two bends in there. And when that's offered up there, it joins them together perfectly. So that'll just be a single 4-inch downpipe into 3-inch exhaust all the way through, and we'll see how that works. And the plan is that that's just going to be temporary, to be fair. I'll probably will get a nice exhaust at some point, but I might as well use what I've got now to get the car running, and we'll see how it goes, because I know the RS3s tend to have the twin exhausts on there, mainly just for a bit more volume. But yeah, this will do for now, and we'll see what it sounds like. I think it'll be good, like, because the Cobra exhaust sounds great with the 4-cylinder. So it'd be nice to see what that full Cobra sounds like with the 5-pot, and also how it performs as well. Be pretty cool. Anyway, let's get this welded on. And now we'll have it all tacked up, so that's got a couple of bends that I wouldn't want to normally have, but this literally is, like I say, just a make-do system. Let's get it running. That's it tacked in, and it's sitting nice. It's perfect on the joint there, so now I'll fully weld that up. My weld, good weld. My weld, good weld. That's my weld, that's a good weld. So part of being a crap YouTuber is that you often don't get footage, and it's like the cardinal sin of YouTube, obviously, because if you don't have footage, you don't have a video. I forgot to get footage of when I finished this exhaust. I might have actually got some, but I can't find it anywhere. So we're jumping into the future now. This exhaust has actually been through a few heat cycles, but I thought I'd give you a look at it. So that's where the Miltech ends here, and then that's my weld. And then this was the bit that I put in, and then there's my weld again. So I've joined the Miltech through to the Cobra just with that section there. That's a little look from below. And that is temporary, that's just my way of mating up a Miltech and a Cobra exhaust. I do have plans for the exhaust going forward, but this is literally going to be on for a little bit. I'm going to tune the car and everything as it is, because I don't see any point in not doing it. It's full 3-inch, so it should flow alright. We'll let you know when it goes on the dyno. One thing's for sure as well, I don't claim to be a master fabricator. I literally hadn't picked up a torch and tigged stainless in well over a year. Crazy like, so that was much as me getting back to it as it was sorting that. But you know, it does the job, it's fine, doesn't leak, and it sounds alright now, which I'm not going to show you yet because you're going to have to wait and see the next videos. The whole project is coming along nicely though, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you do like it. If you do, give us a like, hit subscribe and all that YouTube jazz. And I'll see you on the next one, part 3, where we're going to dive into wiring. That's going to be fruity.